Happy New Comic Week, everybody. There's a lot I want to get to, so let's jump right into it. Obviously, with the biggest news in the comic book industry, DC cutting ties with Diamond Distributors. So that news dropped last week, and everybody just kind of erupted all over the place. There's mixed feelings and opinions, and a lot of emotions behind it too. So everybody has different perspectives to consider, from retailers, publishers, and fans as well, and just everybody, the media. It all just kind of went wide. So DC, they dropped this news, and then what they had, some people felt it was kind of sneaky how they did it. Well, first of all, everybody felt like they were blindsided. There was no warning whatsoever. But then the distributors that they're using, which are actually Midtown Comics, one of the biggest in America, and Discount, what is it, DCBS, Discount Comic Book Service, something like that. But they kind of went by these other company names like UCS and something else. I forgot the other name was. But people felt that was kind of sneaky. It was really like these other big retailers who are now going to be their distributing partners. So we're going to see how that works. A lot of people, again, are upset about it. Some people are happy because, hey, it finally ends this distribution monopoly that Diamond has had on the industry for over 20 years. And they're kind of saying, hey, this is a good thing, and the industry will be better for it in the long run. One of my things was, okay, Diamond shut down during the pandemic, at the start of the pandemic, whatever. And people say, oh, well, if we had other distributors, this wouldn't have happened. But my thing is, all these other places shut down. So Diamond shut down. What makes you think that all these other places are going to keep going? It wasn't like, I think that was people just frustration with Diamond and kind of using that, but it's just not good ammo because a lot of places shut down. So if they could have had 5 other distributors, they would have probably got shut down as well. So that doesn't help that wouldn't have helped anybody. People still wouldn't have gotten new comics for whatever amount of time. I mean, it could have been, there would have probably been some slight tweaks in it, but that's just how it is. But I don't want to go too long into that. It's been a few days now, so I'm sure a lot of other people have made plenty of videos about it, articles, all this stuff. So just go search that out, and you're gonna see a lot more in-depth information, as well as other varied opinions. I just wanted to point it out here because it is the big news. So let me know in the comments below what you think of that. What do you think will come from this, or how do you think the industry will handle this? Do you think it will be a good move or a bad move for the industry in the long run, as well as for DC? Some people will say it's. I've also seen some, I don't know, theory, but just an opinion that, hey, this could be because DC's having money issues and all the AT&T stuff, but whatever. So just, if you have opinions, whatever, some other information, just drop in the comments below. But some other news, DC related as well. Brian Michael Bendis, has just announced that he will be leaving his writing duties for Superman. So Superman and Action Comics. He also did the event, or not event, is it event Leviathan? Yeah. Like miniseries and some other stuff is in there as well, but he's wrapping up his run on Superman titles. And some people, I guess, there overall have been mixed reactions. I don't know. I didn't read I didn't read Superman. I read some of Action Comics, and I'm behind on that, so I still have a few more issues of that to go. And I only read the first issue of Superman. I didn't care for it because I think it was Ivan Reis designing, and I don't like his art. So that was a little bit of a bummer for me. So it kind of took me out of that. But Action Comics ended up with JR on it, and had the Leviathan stuff, which I thought was kind of cool, and then a bunch of other dope covers, especially some Ben Oliver stuff in there as well. So a lot of big draws there for me. So again, I'm still behind on Action Comics, so I will be jumping back into that. So that's just a little bit of comic news. There's probably some more out there. I just didn't want to go too in depth with a whole bunch of stuff because there's a lot of stuff I want to get to. And next up, I want to do. So I was thinking I got to be cruel because I have some teasers here. So one is, I'm preparing a toy haul, which could end up being split into 2 toy hauls because there's a few other figures out there that I need to go grab. I won't say what lines they're from, but one of the biggest, let me stress this, one of the biggest elements of this massive toys that I'm stacking up that I've just picked up include toys from my childhood. Like, and if you see any of my videos, you know I absolutely love toys. And I've always been, when I was a kid, I was the action figure king. I could sit in my room with my toys, or bedroom, living room, whatever, and I could just sit and I could play with my toys all day. Like action figures, I would just combine, sometimes I would combine all my action figures and just have big cross universe, like crossover battles, and it would just be incredible. Sometimes my cousins would be there, friends, whatever, and we just kind of like drive figures. And anyways, so there are some new toys that just hit that are from my childhood that are back, and I was absolutely, it still felt surreal to see them again. And no, it's not Ninja Turtle related. This is just a coincidence that I'm wearing this shirt for this video. But these other toys, I can't wait to, oh my gosh, that's just so cool to see them again. Anyway, so that's teaser for Toy Haul. Next, got to teach you about some comics, because in this package here are 2 comics. Not just any 2 comics, but 2 comics that are from titles that I've always been collecting, but 2 big keys, first appearances of 2 incredible characters, 2 long-lasting fan favorite characters, villains that I have wanted for so long. One of them I put a serious effort into, like searching at conventions that I've been to in the last year or so, as well as any of the shops that I've gone to, and I was able to snag them. So I got both of those in here. You won't see them right now, but I just want to show you that. And one of them is one of my favorite villains you've seen. I've shown him and talked about him before in several mini videos. The other one is actually related to something that is or was supposed to happen this year. So that's all you're going to get for that. So you'll see those in a separate video. And I was so excited I was able to snag those. I couldn't believe it. And then next up, another package here from eBay. So in a recent haul video, I unboxed a set of books that I got from this one seller, and I mentioned how there were a couple mistakes that he made, and I had already responded to them, or sent him a message about a couple of things, and he had responded saying, "Oh, sorry about that, and I'm going to ship those books out to you." So I got them here. So now I'm actually going to do this right now, because why the hell not? My trusty adamantium blade, because this is, I wonder if I can just do this. Yeah, there we go, that works. Ah. Easy peasy. Got a little tape here. Fold this open like so. All right, so the 2 books we have. So first book was this one, Spectacular Spider-Man 180. Now, he had several listings up, I guess, and I had this one, and when I got my package, it was the newsstand edition. And you know, if there's a direct edition, I'm getting the direct edition. So I was kind of confused, and I had to go back and look at it. Wait a second, I didn't order a newsstand edition of a book that has this. So we just kind of something wrong, but. And then the issue that was actually missing was Captain America 309. I forgot, who is that? Mad Cat, okay. I was like, wait a second, Mad Cat, and Nomad costume there, I think. Is that? Yeah, that's the other Nomad. And it means Nomad's last case at Cap's side. So there's that. Captain America 309 and Spectacular Spider-Man 180 featuring Green Goblin, Call My Killer, My Friend, in direct edition. So that's that. A couple eBay books, a couple of teasers, toys, and comic haul. So be on the lookout for those. Those will be dropping, I don't know when, pretty soon. And last up, it's new comic book day. So of course, I gotta hit you with a couple of recommendations for books that are in shops today or digital storefronts, if that's your route, you know, whatever. First up, from DC Comics, Amethyst #3. I actually just finished reading. I just read issue 2 the other day. Amy Reeder is leading this charge. She has there's new colors joining the series today. So this is a 6-issue miniseries over at Boom Studios. We got Something Is Killing the Children, #7. Cool book. Definitely go check that out. Because I just talk about Boom because they always have these low-key hits just kind of popping up pretty consistently throughout the year. So definitely a strong publisher, especially for shorter series, like a lot of hit miniseries that I like. So, and one of them was actually called Hit. So that's kind of funny. And then Dark Horse, for the bookshelf people, Lady Killer Library Edition Volume 1. I think it's like $40. It has both volumes of Joel Jones' Lady Killer miniseries, both 5-issue miniseries, so it includes both of those, sketchbooks, as well as, I believe, some unpublished art. So I'm actually interested in that one. I have both series in single issue format, as well as volume 1 in trade, and I was actually considering getting volume 2 on trade just for the hell of it. But I like the idea of this one too, so I may consider adding that to my bookshelf because it might look pretty sexy in there. So it might a nice addition. And one of the series debuts out today is Adventure Man #1, which is Matt Fraction and the Dodsons, Terry and Rachel, putting together for this kind of, I think, pulp style, like action, kind of action adventure series, or adventure, obviously, because Adventure Man, that again just kind of draws on some of the pulp stuff. It's been a while since I looked at the solicitation info for that one, so you have to go check that out, Diamond's website. But because I already had that one pre-ordered, so I don't remember all the details about it. And then another issue from Image, Decorum #2. Again, Decorum 1 dropped. I don't remember, that was pre-pandemic as well. So you had this big layoff in there, which is probably just madness for everybody. So everybody's kind of still getting reacclimated to having new comics back out weekly. Because I think this is the 3rd or 4th week. I think maybe 3rd. So we're still just rolling back in there, and people just hopping back on board. Another issue, Image, Excellence #7. Kerry Randolph leading this one. I think is Brandon Thomas on this one. I'm not sure. I forgot the writer. But Excellence, dope book. Again, that massive layoff is just caused all types of issues. So Excellence #7, and then Philadelphia. This is the only book on here that I haven't not read actually. So Philadelphia #6, but I've heard about it, and I'm actually gonna look into it. So I might end up checking that out. If you read Philadelphia, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Again, that's issue #6 out today. Black Cat #11. Even Marvel has some other probably higher profile books out today, but I just want to shout out Black Cat because I read the first 6 issues. I was missing 7, so I had to stop reading, and I'm waiting for that issue to come in, and actually it should be in today, but I'm not sure when. It could be coming today, I'm not sure. But I really dig that. It was just kind of this insight into Black Cat. She has these couple of dudes on her team, and it's like her little gang, and she actually kind of looks out for them. She digs them. So it's kind of interesting just to kind of get a little more insight. That's why I like these when you have not necessarily just mini-series. When you have series delving into villains, like the Doctor Doom one, which is good, and then Black Cat, who is merely kind of an anti-hero at different times, but you kind of just see the other side of it. So kind of go follow her and her guys as they go on heist and interact with those other characters. Her stuff with her father, who was a big time thief, comes back into it. The Thieves Guild, is it Thieves Guild? Whatever they call the little thieves thing in New York. So yeah, Black Cat #11. And then last but not least is Artemis and Assassin #2 from Aftershock. I just got this, I think I just unboxed this for not too long ago anyway, in a video. So this one I actually haven't read yet either, but I like the premise of it, so I still need to read that one. It's kind of stacked up, and I've been reading a ton of stuff. So I may have to do another video on recent reads, because I've just kind of done a whole bunch of reading recently, single issues, trades, so just kind of all over stuff, newer stuff, older stuff. So yeah, so that is that for New Comic Day. Again, I have no idea how long this video is going on for. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to get into, not even just news, but just kind of other stuff. Especially I wanted to throw those teasers in there because I figured it'd be fun. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and then as well as throw a bunch of recommendations out for new books out today. So again, go check those out. Tons of other stuff as well. Just kind of choose like Miles Morales, Daredevil, Justice League. There's a new Superman Giant out today, and yeah, I mean everybody's got stuff out today. So yeah, that is New Comic Day. Again, we're still kind of just rolling back into this and getting new comics, or getting readjusted to having new comics out every day. So let me know what you've been up to and what you've been reading, what you're looking forward to. How have you kind of changed your shopping habits, or just the way you kind of shop for new comics, New Comic Day, with stores reopening now? Like, what precautions are you taking? Like, how are your shops doing it? Maybe limiting the number of people in stores. What are you doing? How are you handling that? How are your shops handling that? What do you think of DC separation from Diamond and teaming up with Midtown and Discount Comic Book Service, DCBS, for distribution now? And what do you think of Bendis leaving Superman titles If you read them, what do you think of them? If you dropped them because you didn't like Bendis, we picking them back up as he exits. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below, or whatever else is on your mind. Drop in the comments below. This is GENOTHADRAGON. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. Thanks for watching, and peace out.